this is Dr. Deb with United in Light, the Draft Horse Sanctuary here in Livingston, Montana. First off, I know we're here at the main event, and I just want to say thank you so much for all of our support. And what is United in Light and why draft horses? It first started when I was a full-time chiropractor in Southern California doing work on animals and humans. And one of my clients had rescued a big old Percheron who had some big back issues. So I started working on him, and him and I, our bond just got so strong. When it came time, they weren't able to adopt him back out because of his injuries, and I decided I'll take him. That changed my life. So when I was 30-some years old, Night of Dreams came into my life and changed my world. He had a big message, and I was listening, I guess. So the whole plight about draft horse breeds is, I'm originally from the Midwest, from Illinois, in Amish country, and you never see pastures with older draft horse breeds, and I always started wondering, why is that? When I started this in 2003, it was deemed more that draft horses were used more as equipment. They would get worked very young and then sent to auction in their teens. So there's that going on, and it still is now, even more now so, because cities are getting larger with communities, with people, and there's not a whole lot of space for animals, especially large breed animals. Most of the horses here come from auction. They're from ready to go to slaughter, and we grab them out. We're a small facility. We have a capacity of 11 horses, and because we knew early on, we've been doing this for 13 years, I've been in contact with some amazing organizations that will rescue younger draft horses, rehab them, and adopt them back out. But the problem is, there's so much involved in caring for a draft horse because they're larger. And when they get older, you're dealing with elder care too. It's not like taking care of an older dog. It's a lot more involved. So because of that, unfortunately, a lot of those sanctuaries who have started, they tell me between 60 and 90% of the horses that they adopt out end up coming back to them. So because of that fact, I knew that United in Light needed to be more of an educational facility. So that's what we do. We have hundreds of visitors that come each year to experience and love on these horses. There's not a lot of other sanctuaries that just have this open space. We don't keep them in stalls because of their neglect, injuries, trauma, abusive lives that most of these guys have had. We take the ones that have just been through a hellacious past, and we rehab them and help them heal. We bring people in that also helps the people to heal, and it's amazing connection. The other thing that we've learned with draft horses that some may not be familiar with is the Premarin farms. So Premarin is actually a United States manufacturer, and it's for a pill for women going through menopause. So what happens is there's ranches in Canada. Why Canada? Because you can slaughter in Canada. There's horse slaughter in Canada. So there's ranches that will have between 100 to 1,000 draft horse mares. Why draft horses? Because they're larger, they produce a whole lot of urine. They impregnate the mares, keep them in a standing room only stall with a diaper collecting unit, and collect their pregnant urine. When it comes time to foal, the foals are so malnourished because the mares are not getting the nutrition that they need, that the foals are either aborted or they're just sent by the hundreds to slaughter. Fortunately, there are some organizations, a few, that will take in those foals and the mares and help rehab them and adopt them out. We've been fortunate. We have had several Premarin mares and foals on with United in Light. So one of the commonalities when people come out here, visitors come out, is the horses look so good. And they do. We take really good care of these guys. But that's not how they come here. They come here with such horrific stories. Welts from being abused, scars that unfortunately some of them never do heal, trust issues, and some of them have been starved nearly to death. They all have a story. Lucky here was found with 200 horses in Idaho in a ranch. Him and his mother and a bunch of other horses escaped the area trying to find food and was hit by a drunk driver. He was only 2.5 years old. But he unfortunately fractured his leg, so he wasn't able to pull or drive or do any of that work. Most of the horses here have had so many injuries that they're not able to do the physical work that they could have otherwise. I'm right here. But what they still do work. They do a lot of healing work with people. Arabella's loving the camera right now. This is Malcolm. Malcolm is our big teddy bear, and we've only had most of all the 29 horses that we've rescued that have come here to the sanctuary have all come from other areas of the country. We've only had 2 that have actually come from Montana over these years. Look at his face. We found a spot here for Malcolm. They do like the camera, as you can tell. So what I wanted to tell you guys is on Saturday after the main event, we always have an open house from 10 until noon. So a chance where you can come out and love on these guys. Thank you so much for all your support. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.